Well, our time here at Waterfront RV Park in Huntington Beach is about to come to an end. Today is a pre-departure day where we have a lot of chores to do to get ready for travel day tomorrow. We got to put all these rugs away, and the chairs and the boards that hold the rug down, and solar lights and the lights under the trailer. Got to try to fit all this stuff back into the jigsaw puzzle that they came out of the back end of the truck. We have really enjoyed our time here, our month here. We have to stay pretty close to the Orange County area because school isn't out yet, and so my husband has to hang around for graduation and things like that. And then when that's all done, then we can leave the area. So we chose here. It's a little pricey, but we had a lot of fun. We'll probably do it again next year. One of the disappointing things was that we didn't get to stay in our trailer here as much because my mother-in-law passed away on Cinco de Mayo, and so we had to make a couple of trips over to Phoenix, and that's where we'll be headed tomorrow when we leave. It's overcast today, but maybe the sun will clear out. We plan on a few things today. We want to take one last walk on the beach, and we have to go get some different items, groceries, a few little groceries and that we need for the next day or so. And we're going to go out and have dinner at one of our favorite restaurants, Stonefire Grill. But we've enjoyed bike rides along the beach. We're half a block away, and we've enjoyed walking on the beach and seeing all the things at Huntington Beach. We went to see the Huntington Beach Surf Museum. Just posted a video about that. And we've eaten out at a lot of our favorite places that we don't get to when we're in Riverside County. We have a lot of decisions to start making, and that'll be something we'll be doing over the summer. One of the reasons we live in our RV full time is because it's very expensive to own a house in Southern California. And through the generosity of the trust fund that my husband's parents left him and his sister, we may actually be able to do something a little different. And so we have some choices to make, and we hope that we can make those decisions quickly. One of the things we're going to be doing for the 2 weeks we're in Phoenix is trying to get more stuff cleaned out of the house. For use of a better word, my mother-in-law was a hoarder, and so there's a lot of stuff in there, and there's family members that want to keep some of that stuff. My husband and I really don't want anything from it. Nothing that we want to put in our trailer. It's probably pretty stuffed as it is, our trailer. But those will be some things we'll be working on the next 2 weeks. And so tomorrow I will cut back in here and talk about our travel day. I do want to mention that yesterday was the longest day that we had to drive from Phoenix to Huntington Beach. I-10 was a disaster area. There was construction west of Buckeye in Arizona that was like an hour delay. We had 2 accidents, a big rig that had a blowout that went over the railing, the guardrail, and flipped over, and they couldn't get tow trucks through. And on the other side of Chirico Summit was a fatality accident where all lanes were blocked, and so we had to take a detour, and we'll have a video about our detour because we had not taken this road. It was Box Canyon Road. It goes off of I-10 South, and you meet up with CA 86 down by the Salton Sea, and that was a really pretty drive, so it kind of made the detour seem a little bit better. We chose to take that detour because We had been hearing that there was 2 hours of people sitting on the freeway trying to wait for that fatality to clear up. And our prayers are with the family of that accident, the guy that died in that one, and also the trucker that was injured when he was pinned in his truck. So we'll see you in the morning, unless we have some exciting things we do today. One more walk on the beach until we're back in California in August. And for a Saturday, it's not too crowded. Maggie's not as enthusiastic today as she normally is. As you can see, there is lots of groups of people down here in big groups. And lots of e-bikes going faster than the speed limit. Today is a travel day, and she is very nervous. When she sees that her rugs are gone and her bed gets moved and her bowl gets slid under the dinette table, she gets very nervous. Don't you, Maggie? You'll get in the truck in a little bit. We took care of a lot of stuff yesterday. Disconnected the hoses and run off the pump last night, and we disconnected the sewer so that we could fill up the tanks and not have to put that stuff away today. Oh yes, you hear the barking dog? We've been listening to that for a couple of days now. Makes you nervous when that dog barks, huh? Today we are leaving after 1 month here in Huntington Beach, and we will be heading towards Phoenix. We usually do this in 2 days, but it didn't work out for timing because we had to move all of our reservations around so that we could have 2 weeks in Phoenix. We were originally going to head to Kingman last night and then Flagstaff for a month and a half. Where are you going? Flagstaff for a month and a half, but because of my mother-in-law's death and my husband and his sister having to get the house ready, get it cleaned out and get it ready for sale, we decided to spend 2 weeks in Phoenix instead. So we swapped out our time that we had in July in Phoenix for the time in Flagstaff. So we'll be in Flagstaff for a month at 3 different RV parks, and then we'll be moving on from there, I think about the 15th of July. But this is gonna hopefully be a shorter travel day than it was when we were without the trailer on Friday. That was a disaster. But right now everything is pretty much ready on the inside except putting the slide outs in. And we're just working on the outside now. So got the bikes already secure. Remember our cones. Got to take the slide out jacks out. These slide out jacks we got from E-Trailer, they're really great to help stabilize the slide outs because they're pretty big slide outs. I had to turn the camera off for a minute because a big diesel truck, the older kind, came out. And you see we already disconnected everything but the electric. And after we get the slide outs in, he'll check the tires. In this trailer we have gray water here and black water. Their bathroom is in the middle. And then we have another gray water here. This is for the kitchen sink. So you have to have a lot of sewer hose. This one goes to the washer dryer, which we don't have, and to the bathroom, and the black water for the toilet. This is our largest slide. This one is 42 inches deep. This is the bedroom slide. And I opened up the cabinet so he could start putting stuff away. We do not have auto leveling. We have the stabilizer jacks. And we've got our 2 lithium ion energy batteries. And put the fire extinguisher here. He's already got the equalizer hitch on the truck, and he'll be putting the bars on in a little while. And so we have to be out of here by noon, but I have a feeling since it's 9 o'clock now that we may get out of here early. There's Nervous Nelly. So we got all the stuff that we carry on the dinette out. Got all the kitchen countertops cleaned off, and we'll be laying the trash can down inside the dog's bed. And you can see he puts the shower rod extenders there to keep stuff from going out. All of this stuff is fine. It's all secure there. And he's got 2 of them over here. And I took our T-Mobile box already and put it in my backpack because it goes in the truck with us since we don't want it to get too hot or damaged. That would cost us a lot of money to replace. And then we'll come through and sweep all of this up. But this is usually the first slide out to go in. And I picked up all the rugs, and the dog's dish is underneath there. Got a little dish of water just in case. And we put a lot of stuff on the bed. And over here, I've slid her day bed and her rugs back there. Cleared off this countertop here. And I'm gonna put this in place, this laundry hamper in place. Sometimes we leave it up there, but I don't want to take a chance because we're going on some bumpy Arizona roads today. And in the bathroom, I'm sure if you've watched our videos, you've seen all this before. We take the stuff, there's a rack in there on the wall that we got at Walmart. We take the shampoo and the soap down and lay it down in the bottom. And you have to clip those doors. I always double check them because if you don't get them just right, they will open. And we put the soap in the sink because otherwise it goes down there and it's very hard to get out. I think he put he's got those extenders in there. And we empty out all the trash. This is our new Dometic 310. This is a really great toilet compared to that Thetford that we had. We were going to get the 320, but it's a different shape, and we were afraid that we wouldn't have as much room here, and the other toilet was rounded anyway, so it fit in perfectly where the other one was. And I think he's probably got the extenders in here, yep, so nothing comes out, because if you forget, a lot of that stuff's going to come out on the floor when you open it. And we don't put any in here. This stuff never moves. So that's kind of our process as we're getting ready. As you can see, it's an overcast day here in Huntington Beach. And we have our electric disconnected. We're drawing in 3.6 or 3.7 watts. And so our solar is doing what it's supposed to do. Well, we're at Desert Center right now, taking a lunch break. Maggie just got through with a bathroom break and eating her lunch, and now she's cleaning up her bed. So far we haven't had a lot of traffic. We stop at Desert Center a lot because the rest areas have been closed from Indio all the way to the border. The next rest area is on the other side in Ehrenberg. And so this is a really good stop if you've got your own bathroom, which we do, because there's a lot of wide open space here. And so this is always where we stop midway through the drive. The traffic hasn't been too bad, better than what it was on Friday. And we're probably several hours still away. We stop a lot for the bathroom, and then we have rest areas, especially when you have a dog. But if you're on I-10 and you have your own rig with you, this is a good place to stop. It's Highway 177, exit off of 110. And this goes up to CA 62, which you can go west to 29 Palms and Yucca Valley, and right you'll be going to Parker. Well, we just pulled into Phoenix, and those are raindrops, and it's about 77 degrees. Go figure. Yes, we are in Phoenix, and it rained. When we first got here, it poured down rain, and so we didn't hook up everything. We haven't hooked up the sewer or the hose, the water hose. We only did what was essential, and then today hopefully the rain will hold off. I must say though, in Phoenix during the summer, having weather in the 70s is pretty nice. So if the rain did that, I'm going to show you back behind us. That's all we were able to do. It was just so wet, and back in here it was so muddy. That's why my husband didn't want to put the hose out, but we got the electric out, got all the slide outs out. Everything on the inside is set up, and so I will end this video here. We've already done a review on this RV park. We may do a little bit more extensive one, and so there's several things we have planned in addition to working on my mother-in-law's house after her death so we can get it sold. And so we'll bring some content while we're here for the 2 weeks. But so far, we've had a lot of rain. This is a lot of mud in here. And fortunately, there's some gravel down on the other side, so we didn't have to walk into it. But this is just a little view of this park. And in the daily and weekly area, which is this road, all the pull-throughs are daily and weekly, back ends are permanent residents and monthlies. But there's only 3 of us, and it's surprising because usually this place is packed even during the summer. And I think that is because they used to be about $60 a night and $360 a week, and now they're up to over $80 a night and $460 a week. So I think people are not coming here because of the price. And so my husband and I wonder, why did they raise it so much? The other place that we stay at also raised their rates. There's lots of RV parks in the Phoenix area, lots of choices you have. I'd be curious to know if they all did it or if it's just this park.